Once the client has consistently maintained doing the actions associated with the desired health goal, he's considered to be within the maintenance stage. This stage signifies that there's continued action to be taken for the improved health concern as long as it's needed. It remains a priority and becomes a regular occurrence for the client. At this stage, the health practitioner can see that the client is in the zone with his changed behavior. The client is in a state of continued doing that allows the healthy action to transform into a healthy habit. Through consistently engaging in the new behavior during the action stage, the client's continued action creates a new habit. Having the new habit show up regularly, the client builds off of the momentum and frequency of doing the changed behavior. He can rely on the repeated benefits it brings. The client feels good about the outcome and his ability to maintain his health goal. He moves into a chronic state of accomplishment rather than experiencing acute or fleeting moments of success. The client acknowledges that the changed behavior has become part of his routine behavior. He recognizes that he's deeply impacting his quality of life through his actions. While this may elate him, he must also find ways to remain grounded. If the new behavior assimilates seamlessly into his lifestyle, then he might underestimate the need to attend to the behavior change as consistently and consciously as when he started taking action. The crux of the matter is that the client mustn't take his success for granted. There must be consistent, conscious reinforcement of the behavior. Otherwise, the client will put himself in jeopardy of regressing into a previous stage. As the action takes place regularly, the client can begin to sense that there is a feedback loop that occurs with the new behavior. Just as his thinking leads to doing, his doing produces an emotional response. The emotional response will then lead to more thinking. If the emotional response is positive, then it will reinforce the thinking that led to taking the desired action. If the emotional response is negative, then it will lead to thoughts that are different from those that preceded the action. This can hinder any continued productivity. Therefore, the client must recognize this in order to adapt to his new thoughts and to adjust his actions if needed to regain a positive emotional response. This feedback loop allows for continued adjustments to be made whenever necessary, leaving room for modifications to take place while sustaining some semblance of structure to continue reaping the benefits of the changed behavior. The client can check in with himself by asking questions like, does the new behavior still feel good? And, am I still receiving the benefits from doing this? He can report back to the health practitioner what he discovers.